Yo,
Welcome, Senor Sterling.
thank you for having me.
All right. Hello, Cass. I don't think I had the pleasure of meeting you. I'm one of the elders. My name is Elder Fawns, and I'm interested to know, why? Why here? Why apply?
Why apply? Honestly, um, I
All
met.
right, my friend. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. I'm good. How about you? Yourself?
Am I the only one that cannot hear anything?
Oh,
Yes, amigo. He
yes.
was giving
This is
he was giving an answer, and
See, give me
that's
two
okay. It's
minutes.
okay. It
Continue.
happens. Rub your ears,
Thank
my
you.
boy.
I thought he was doing a bit.
Yes. Yeah. I thought it was a bit of a test. See if I could work through the difficulty of it. Honestly, I met Edgar. Had a quick. He gave me a quick tour and kind of gave me the quick lowdown. Um, I'll be honest. I've been really looking
Hello, my
for
friends.
a sense of belonging, a bit of a community, people that I feel,
Ah, there we go.
people that I feel like that I can, as I said to Edgar, people that won't only want to be part of something when they're happy and things are going good, but people that are actually got the real toughness to like make it through the hard times, right? Because I see life as up and downs, and quite often you're down more than you're up, right? And finding people that can be around in a way that they appreciate the good things in the bad times. Does that make sense? I know that's cringe as hell, but I hope that makes sense.
I mean, on your application, I couldn't help but notice that you're born in the early 2000s. You seem pretty young. Your life is
Mm.
ahead of you. Why go for something like this instead of experience life more?
But like I said in my application, right? Life for me isn't a. I don't think the beauty's in the end destination, is in the journey, right? And from what I can see, you guys are still building something. So the way I see it, you've probably got some rough times ahead, and if successful, maybe I can be part of building that and put my stamp on it, right? So that when people think about New Babylon, maybe they think about Cass as someone who helped get it to what it was, rather than just going through life doing the usual shit, paying the usual bills, struggling to get. It just life is a grind, and it's not that I'm fearful of the grind, but I want it to be worth something that I feel like I've helped build rather than something that's been enforced on me.
Senor Sterling, can I say something?
Of course you can, man.
Rotting flesh, rotting feet,
Mm.
trench foot, teeth falling out, tooth decay, scurvy, gums bleeding. These are things that we are dealing with in New Babylon. There is not only building things, amigo. You talk about the struggle. This is not only the struggle to create something, a civilization. This is a struggle to survive. We lack many of the comforts of the people of the outside. The cars that we drive, they are bogies. They have no glass in the front. As we drive, sometimes bugs, flies, rocks fly through the windshield, hit us in the face. Somebody lost an eye like that. Amigo, it's a struggle to survive every day.
Can you speak up just a little bit for me, my man? Sorry, I can hear
Of
you, but
course, amigo, this is a struggle to survive every single day. Do you understand this?
brother, have you ever been to London, bro? Like London is it's a struggle to get. It's a struggle to just breathe, bro. Like London
Oh,
Okay.
is.
I've been to
Yeah.
London, my friend.
Tell
I've
me,
been to
amigo, tell
London.
me about London. Tell me how
Listen,
dirty
Jake,
and
London.
grimy it gets there.
Sir, you've been to London. How would you describe London, sir, to your fellows?
In three words, let's see. I would have to say London is tasteless. That's one. The second would be nauseous due to poor driving. That counts as one word. The third word I would say to describe London is posh. my
Posh?
friend.
Posh?
That's right.
Amigo, tell us in your own words. You are the one here
Sir,
talking to us. Tell
Well,
us
where
how
I-
in your own words London is.
so where I'm from, there'll be crackheads shooting up on the way to past schools. There'll be people driving upon you on a pedal bike or a moped, snatching your phone out your hand. People threaten to stab you for looking at them the wrong way. Listen, where I'm, listen. Have you ever heard of a zombie knife or a ninja sword?
No, tell me what
These are the things that the youth of today just carry around London, just to defend themselves to feel safe. A ninja sword. This is a blade that's anything from 14 inches to 24 inches. Do you hear what I said? 24 inches of blade.
I mean,
Blade.
are we bringing ninja swords back? Are we bringing ninja swords back?
Well, this is a daily struggle. Walking to catch a bus, you could catch a sword in the back. Have your phone stolen, brother. You can barely make enough money to make ends meet in London if you ain't, as this gentleman said, posh. Do I come across as posh?
Well, my friend, you have clear skin. You speak well. I see your arms. No tattoos. I question whether or not you are posh, my friend.
Well, this is all part of my con, my friend. When I'm out there in the streets trying to make my money, robbing those stores and smashing those tills, when the police turn up, they think I'm a plumber, fixing the leaks, fixing the fridges, the leaky drinks machines. It's all a facade. You have to be a bit of a trickster to be able to make it out of the streets in London. And that's what I do. Creatively get myself around problems.
So why not try to change these problems? These swords, these knives, all these things that are tormenting your home city. Why not try to be a part of the change? Like you said. I know you wrote down a lot that you hate the cops, but wouldn't they help in this situation? Couldn't you be the change?
Look, I had to leave home for a few reasons. That's why I'm here. So I couldn't be part of the change because I need to get the fuck out of them. And in terms of being the change here, I don't know. This city's unique in its way that it operates, and that's kind of what I see
Elaborate on
Babylon
that.
as. Actually, I see Babylon as the change.
Elaborate on that, amigo. What do you mean by unique?
What unique? The city? This city?
Say, what do you mean by that?
So, like I say, I ain't never been in a city that's where I'm from is pretty crazy, but this city is whole different level. You know, the cops don't give up. I was just a hostage at a fucking cash exchange, and the cop walked in abusing me and flirting with the hostage takers. Like, what the fuck is that?
I tell you what, we don't go no school in your here in San Andre. I tell you what, man.
You know what I'm saying? So this place it feels like the cops and for want of a better word, the robbers fraternize with one another and don't really care about its citizens, and then wonder why the citizens turn their back on them.
Let's say you had the power to change that. Let's say you became the sheriff. What would you do differently?
What's the sheriff?
The sheriff, the chief of police.
Oh, so like the big boss of
You were in
the
charge of the police department, the head constable.
How would I change them to behave? How would I change them to make the city better?
What would you do?
If I had the power to change the police, I think I would have them as silly as this may sound, I think I would structure a department in a way that there was plenty of community outreach happening, and separate that from how do I say this? Like, so where I'm from, you have beat cops, right? So cops that kind of walk the streets, get to know the community, get to they're there. Their main thing is to get to build relationships with the community, right? Build confidence in the police, right? And then you have other types of police officers that are there for when shit goes wrong, and they're not necessarily there to be the community's friend. They're there to protect the community when shit is going wrong. And I think here the cops don't do either or, and they don't do any of it too well because they're too busy trying to do all of it. Does that make sense? So I think I would structure it in a way that certain cops only do certain things. So I'd put them in a bit more of a tighter box. Does that make sense?
See, I understand what you're saying, amigo.
Okay, I got a question for you, brother.
Fire.
What do you think you can bring to New Babylon that is different from the everyday basic gathering, hunting, fishing, farming, logging? What makes you so different?
I was thinking about this. I was thinking quite a lot about this. And Edgar mentioned, and obviously I saw it when I was having a tour, that you guys, you look after your own. You have your own medical center, your own pseudo hospitals, so to speak, right? And I was thinking, what's better than medication? What's better than a health hospital? Any you know?
Ice cream.
No. Laughter is good medicine, but no. Prevention, right? And what do I mean by prevention? Fitness and health. Health is the only real measure of wealth in this world that we live in. It's the only currency that matters, right? If you're not healthy, nothing else matters. So I think what I could bring is a level of fitness training. I think I could keep the city fit, healthy, put together different types of training so that we can stay functional, so that we can do all those things that you talk about. We can hunt easier, we can log more efficiently, and above all else, we don't get as sick as often.
Okay, I see what you're saying, but that is kind of expected as part of your everyday work is to be fit, to be in shape, to do manual labor. So if we said to you, hey, we don't think this is high on the priority list, we want you to do something else, what would you be your answer?
Something other than keeping people fit.
That's right.
Yeah, we need something that is more suitable to the present iteration of New Babylon versus maybe in the future where somebody might specialize in health and fitness and wellness.
Well, I consider myself an ideas person, a bit of a problem solver. So, can you give me a problem that you're experiencing to see if I can come up with a solution on the spot?
Yeah, the problem is you need to figure out what you need to do in New Babylon.
Any more context of New Babylon or just...
No, that's it.
Okay.
It's pretty open-ended.
It's, yeah, definitely open-ended. I would... How's recruitment going?
That is not your responsibility.
Okay, I'll take that back then.
Because you're joining during a time where we got a good amount of active people in New Babylon, right?
Okay.
Roles are starting to get filled. People are starting to, specialize in certain things.
This is fucking hard.
So when you come in,
Thank you for the
some
follow,
things
brother.
that you might want to do or have an idea behind might be already taken by somebody else, or
true.
we have it taken care of. So my question to you is, how would you adapt to that kind of environment, right? So we have to be very malleable.
I mean, the way I would approach joining any kind of community is, first I would try and get used to acclimatize, right? Just try and understand the social norms and what's expected of me. hopefully spot an area or gap, a problem that I could fulfill, and then approach, I'm guessing, you guys, the elders, and make the suggestion of how I could possibly fill that gap or solve that problem. I must admit, it's really hard to give you an answer without having any more context than New Babylon and the things you want to do
Sure.
might be already being done, you know?
Sure.
Oh,
Allow us
nice
to
one.
ask you another question.
Mm-hmm.
How would you react if you saw someone in the community cutting corners to get a task done quicker?
That is an interesting question. It's interesting because I don't think it's as black and white as yay or nay. The reason I say that is because it would depend on the social norms, right? So for me, if I'm part of something and that isn't acceptable,
The social norms are that you should go above and beyond for the entire community because we're only as strong as the weakest link. Every single person needs to carry their weight and make sure that they are available and ready for the next person. Now, with that context, and you saw someone cutting corners to get the job done, but you saw them cutting corners, what would you do?
I would approach them, pull them over to one side and say, yo, why did you do that? That weakens us as a whole, right? Have a conversation with them, try and understand why they did that. Explain to them why it's not good or why they shouldn't have done it. And I would likely mention it to someone. I'm assuming there's some kind of level of hierarchy that I would come and have a chat with and just let them know that, listen, this happened,
Yes.
but I don't think it's going to be a problem going forward. But I just want you to know, so if it happens again, you understand that it's not the first time, and that's why I'm,
What if, when you confronted that first person who was cutting the corners, they said, "Who the fuck are you?
Man, shut the fuck up. Who the hell even are you, man?
How
You
about
just
you do
joined
your
or
own
what?
fucking job, man? How about
Mind
you
your
hop
own
off my
business, man,
fucking
before I
dick?
fucking pop
What
you
the
in
fuck
the
are
ear,
you doing?
bitch.
If
Right.
you ain't asking me to
Yeah.
have,
Man, I'm about
if
to
you
step
if I
on
need
your
help,
shoes, about
what
to
the
scuff
fuck
your
you doing
fucking
talking to me
clothes,
for?
about to
Stop
fucking knock
wasting
you
my
out.
fucking
Hey.
time.
Ugly
Hey.
ass
Get your own
motherfucker.
fucking job
Man,
done,
let me
Boy-
throw
bitch.
you in the
boys.
river, you bitch.
boys,
How would you
Listen.
react?
I would say all this yelling ain't going to do shit. Stop
You're
fucking...
wasting my time. I'm working. I finished.
You're not doing
I'm
it.
fucking working. You're wasting my
Sir,
fucking
you're not doing it
time.
properly. That's the problem. You're cutting corners
I'm not doing
and
it
you're
pro- I
costing the
finished my
group.
job.
Look, I'm
What
going to
you know
show
about this job?
Sir, look, this is how you're meant to do it. This is how you've done it. This is incorrect. If you need me to show you and help you, I'm willing to do that. But please don't cut corners. Otherwise, I will have to escalate it to the elders. So I would go about trying to show them if I knew how to do better and give them that feedback. But if they were still not willing to listen, I would let them know that if I have to, I will escalate. No, I didn't hear
Then
anything.
escalate it. How would you tell me?
What's your name, buddy?
Clark.
Hey, Clark. Had a bit of situation today with Bob.
What the fuck did they do?
Well,
What's your name again?
No, so my name's Cass.
Cass. Thank you. Continue, please.
So he was meant to be getting big old mature oak from the logging farm, right?
Sure.
2-3 years old minimum, and I caught him chopping down some saplings, just trying to cut the short straw. So it was easier on his hands and back, but we ended up with weaker wood. I tried to tell him not to do that and why it's a bad thing, and I offered to show him how to do it properly. But he basically told me to go fuck myself. He doesn't give a fuck what I've got to say, and he doesn't care that he's putting the whole of New Babylon at risk if we have.
Well, how'd you tell him? Were you talking down to him? What was the vibe?
No. I said, hey, Bob, please don't do that. You're not meant to be cutting those young saplings. It makes it unsustainable. You need to only cut trees a certain age. It gives us a certain hardness of wood. Also makes the whole thing sustainable.
Cass, say no more.
Okay,
Thank you for bringing this to me.
that's okay. No worries, Clark.
You don't need to worry about it. I'll handle it. Get back
Okay.
to work, okay?
Yeah, I got
Thank
you. And then I'll go about my day.
Cass, I got a few questions for you.
Okay, fine.
My first question to you is, are you a man of principle, values, morals? Do you believe in anything like that? Have you ever lived by a code or anything like that, remote to it?
I guess intrinsically, but nothing of, nothing as grand as having a set that I've spoken to with a group of people, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. Yeah, I do, yeah.
Okay. And about your past. What do you mean by, one of your, I guess, specialty is fooling the police? Can you elaborate more on that? What does that mean?
So, I find most people just like to, outpace them, outmuscle them, drive better, all the usual shit. But I like to, if I can, I like to come up with a bit of a story, a bit of theatrics for them, so that they fall for it. And that way I don't even have to lose them,
So you're a great liar, is what you're saying.
No, well, I'm a great storyteller, is what I would say. And sometimes the stories, I suppose you could say that at times. I suppose that's a way you could put it. Thank you for the follows,
And
people.
how can something like that help you, New Babylon? Do you plan on lying a lot?
No, not at all.
Why
Not
did
at-
you just lie right there?
I didn't lie. That wasn't a lie.
Well, you wrote it down, my friend. So obviously it's going to add some sort of value. So why did you write it down in the first place?
Oh no, he asked me, "Am I going
Oh,
to
no,
tell
I know
not
what
to?"
he asked you.
And
And you lied to him in response. Why did you lie to him?
No, I'm not lying. I'm really not. I would only lie to those outside of New Babylon if it made sense for us. If we needed to manipulate certain situations, then that's when I'd put that in act. I would never lie to the people closest to me, and the people I'm building something with.
Perfect. Guys, give us 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'll just be over here, guys. Thank you for the follows, people. Booyah Boy, Hen Thigh, Stakey, and Mason. Thank you very much. I must admit, I'm not necessarily expecting Cass to make it in. Thank you for the follow, Joseph. I wasn't expecting any of this. I just logged on Cass today to have a bit of fun. When Edgar rang Cass out the blue when he was getting his car fixed, I was like, "Come have a look." So we went along and had a look, and here we are. Yeah. You can, bro. On Amazon, you can get one with 3 pedals. It's got 3 different pedals for about. I'll have a look for you once. Like 30 quid or something. How do you guys think the interview's gone for Cass? How do you guys think it's gone? I can't tell. Yeah, I used one for speaking, one for radio, and then I did have one for clutch, but one's broke. I've got another set ready to go in. I paid 42 quid for my set. Yeah, it's annoying. How do you guys think it's? I think considering how little preparation we had for it, it was all right. Be interesting to see what they say to him. Have a good one, brother. Have a good one. Shit, Killian. I'm so glad Killian's with KTB. Thanks for the follow, Kush. It'd be so interesting if somehow we make it because obviously we've never really we only had a bits of RP with these guys on Cop and as D. So it'd be nice to RP with some new people properly. Are you a slinker? He said. I love that. I don't even know why that popped in my mind. Fucking London's posh. What the fuck? I'd love to be a fly on the wall and hear what they're saying. I've got a feeling Cass has split some of the votes. It's not a resounding yes or no. That's why they're taking so long to chat.
Cass.
Yeah,
Come on over.
come in. Gentlemen.
Okay. Sorry, we're just discussing a few things. Back to the question I was asking you, right? You're talking about your greatest skill set is being, being able to be coy, be able to be creative, be able to fool or come up with things in the spot to get you out of trouble. How would that help you, New Babylon? How could you translate that skill set and turn it into something good?
It's a really good question. And I must admit, I'm struggling to think on the spot considering my strength.
Take a moment, amigo. Take like a breath.
Yeah, if you need a moment, take your time, brother. But the best way to think about it is how is your best strength, your unique strength, would come into New Babylon and help it?
So I think the way that I would go about that, I guess it would be when interacting with the outside world from New Babylon, right? So if we're down in the city or we're logging or we're trying to get a deal with someone, trying to make some kind of, I don't know, arrangement, maybe a business deal or something, and maybe I can use my talents to lubricate the conversations in a way that are more favourable than they would have been from the start. That's how I think that would be most helpful for New Babylon. Because again, like, I just want to be totally clear and make sure that I'm really stamp this one down. I definitely wouldn't be using my trickery inside of New Babylon because I believe it would be my community, right? And I wouldn't be wanting to be untruthful there.
Okay. And then my next question to you is, do you have a state ID or a phone number?
Yeah, I'm in the lemon list. I should be in the lemon list.
Okay.
Edgar's also
What's
got
your
my
state ID?
state ID is 1/8.
Holy shit.
Ah, very easy to remember.
Yep, very easy to remember.
All right, Cass. We appreciate your time, my friend.
No, thank you for
We'll
having me,
be in
guys.
contact. All right.
Yeah, I just want you
Amigo,
to
real
do.
quick.
Go on.
Can I just see your ID real quick, just so I can know how to spell the name?
Yeah, of course, brother.
Thank you, man.
No, that's all right. Appreciate the time, fellas. Either way, either way it goes, I wish you luck in the journey, and I'm sure you won't, but don't give up. Keep pushing.
Hey,
Thank you, my
thank you,
friend.
brother. And once we have an answer, we'll be in touch with you. We'll contact you, and we'll go from there.
Okay, no worries, boys. Thank you very much. Am I good to just
Thank
go
you,
down and grab
guys.
my car?
That's right.
Okay,
Take
thank
care,
you.
Amigo. Good stuff.
See you later. Have a good day.